about nature of mathematics. Patterns and sequences. Patterns refer to usual types of procedures or rules that can be followed. Patterns are useful to predict what came before or what might come after a set of numbers that are arranged in a particular order. This arrangement of numbers is called a sequence. For example, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. What could be the possible next number there? After 15, what's the next number? And why 18? That's my question. Why did you say the next number is 18? Ganong 18 man ang musunod? Sige, you give me the pattern. Okay, so the pattern here is adding 3. Okay? So meaning, the next number is the number 18. Okay, let's continue. So, the numbers that are in the sequence are called terms. Kanang 3, kanang 6, kanang 9, kanang 12, kanang 15 are what you call terms. Okay, this is the first task, mo ni task 1 sa inyuhang CM1, logic patterns. Logic patterns are related to geometric patterns and number patterns that are usually part of an aptitude test. It helps you arrange the orders of figures. Like for example, kini siya. What could be the next figure here? Asa ka ni mabutang ang circle? Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Bottom left. So the bottom left is over here. So your classmate said the circle is found here. Let's check that later. Where should this arrow down be placed? Is it top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right? So what's your pattern here? What have you noticed? Unsay pattern nato dere? This is simply rotation. Ni-rotate ra ang objects, di ba? Ni-rotate ra ang objects. Ang circle, nabutang na siya dinhi. So meaning, kining circle, mubutang na siya diri. Nag-rotate ra na siya. That's why our pattern for this, diri na ang circle, here, diri na ang square, diri na ang arrow to the right, and diri ang arrow down. Okay? Now, let's proceed. Which is the missing piece? Is it A, B, C, or D? Oh, you analyze. Which is the missing piece? Why D? Why D? B. Why B? That's the question. Why B? Okay, the answer here is letter B. Nganong letter B man inyong answer? Okay, it's simply rotation gihapon. So tanawan ninyo ang bottom part. Ang bottom part, ang kining square ni Saka. So meaning, rotate ra siya padung sa diri sa counterclockwise. Okay? So, rotation is simply counterclockwise. So, kini siya, mapunta na ni siya diri nga part. Okay? Same thing with this. Kinisad siya is, rotation is still counterclockwise. From here, napunta siya diri, so babaw na pod siya. So, diri ang, kining letter B ang correct answer. Okay? Let's continue. What about this one over here? What should be the next pattern? Extra. Awaha, diri kay natangtang ang iyahang curve usa na lang. So meaning ang kini siya matangtang ang tanang curves at the same time nag-rotate ni siya. Kini siyang plus na x nya human na plus. Is it plus? Is it plus? Or is it x? That's my question. It is plus. Kay mo rotate man, nag-rotate man sa ang figure, at the same time, ang kining curve na wapod. So, kabantay mo, plus. Nya, kini, ni-rotate ni siya, ni ana lang gamay, ni hipos ni rotate lang siya gamay. So, nahimo siyang x here. And then, kini siya i-rotate ni nako, mabalik siya plus. So, this is rotation. At the same time, mawa ang mga curves ana nila. Okay? So, that is our pattern for this one. So, there you go. It's a plus. That's our answer for that. And what about this? What should be the next pattern? Very good. Awahatan, awan ninyo. Ang circle na asulod sa triangle. Dara. Ang square na asulod sa circle. So, ang triangle na asulod sa square dapat. Mo ni answer nato din ha. Ang triangle na asulod sa square. Maunay answer for this figure. So, kini siya, it's more on analysis sa pattern sa mga figures. Maunay buhato ninyo sa ato ang task number 1. So, let me present task number 1 first. So, ang task number 1 nato is this. Sa knowledge building sa course material 1. Inyo radyong i-drawing ang next pattern. Unya, kung mag-Google Forms mo, dito ang mga patterns. Mo pili radyod mo asa kahay sunod ani. So, mas nindot jud nga magamit mo Google Forms nga naman. Kay inyong sayop gani nga gidrawing, wala dito sa options nako o maka-change pa mo sa inyong answers. Okay? So, I really, ako yung i-encourage nga ma-answer mo sa Google Forms para magpili-pili na mo sa inyong answers dito. Same thing with number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ang number 10, mag-create mong inyong own pattern, inyo nang i-upload sa knowledge building sad. Ako na mo check anang inyong himuon nga pattern sa number 10. Any pattern that you want is okay. Any questions about knowledge building sa CM number 1? Class, kasabot ra sa CM number 1? Okay. Let's go to dirita sa critical thinking part. So, ang critical thinking part nato is now the solving part. Let's go back to our presentation. Here you go. Arithmetic sequence taon na. Okay. An arithmetic sequence. A sequence of numbers in which the difference between any two consecutive numbers or expressions is the same. Mo tong giingin sa iyong classmate, sir, plus 3 to siya, sir. Kanang mag plus 3 ka, constant nga plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, maunay gitawag natog arithmetic sequence. O, maunay example, 7, 12, 17, 22, pili gi-add nato dira. Pila may gi-add sa 7 to get 12 plus 5. Kabantay mo? Ato i-check ha. Look at the pattern. Okay, look at the pattern. Plus 5. Plus 5. 17 plus 5, 22. Mo ni gitawag natog arithmetic sequence. So meaning, unsa may next 3 terms ani? O, kining 22 plus sa nato og 5. Ang 27 plus sa natog 5. Then, ang 32 plus sa natog 5. So, meaning, maon ni atong next pattern. So, ang next pattern di ay is 27. Sorry, ako pa ning usbon. Ay, there you go. 27, 32, and 37. O, kining number 2. Who can give me the pattern first? What's the pattern? Okay, pwede plus negative 3 or pwede minus 3. So meaning, look at the pattern. Plus negative 3. Plus negative 3. Plus negative 3. So unsa may next 3 terms nato diri class? 33. Let me show. Okay, 33. 30 and 27. That's very correct. Okay? Kay 36 minus 3 is 33. 33 minus 3 is 30. 30 minus 3 is 27. And our next numbers are 30, 33, 30, and 27. Okay? Now, this is our formula for the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. Magamit ni nga formula sa critical thinking nato. That's a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, where a sub n is the nth term, a sub 1 is the first term, n is the term number, meaning first term n is 1, second term n is 2, third term n is 3. Kung ingon kog 10th term, n is 10. Maunay pasabot sa 10 din ha. Ang d is the common difference. Pilay giad nga number. Maunay common difference natong letter D. Okay. Let's find the 25th term. So meaning, identify sa nato, ang formula is this. Unsa may given nato dire? Unsa man ang first term? 4. Sorry for that. I don't know what happened here. Let me just, for a while, let me screenshot this first because I need to solve this and I don't know what happened. For a while, I'm gonna paste that in Paint. Okay, wait. For a while, class, For a while. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's continue with this. Okay. So, ang formula nato is this. This, what our formula was? What was our formula? A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So this is our formula. Let me solve this now. Let's make use of a red ball pen. What is the first term? Hello? What is the first term? 4. Let us identify the parts. This is the first term. Gauna nga term, mo na first term. Now, what is the value of n? Mo ni si n. So, n is equal to 25. Kanang subscript nato ni a, kining a sub 25, ang n nato dira is 25. Okay? So, meaning, if I'm gonna be solving this, so a sub 25 is equal to, what is the first term again? The first term is 4. 4 plus, the value of n is 25. Minus 1. Now, what is the common difference? 3. Because nag-plus 3 man ta dire. So, meaning, I'm gonna multiply this by 3. Okay. First thing to do, you do the subtraction inside the parentheses. So, what is 25 minus 1? 24. Then, do multiplication. So, balik ha. Ang giuna ni Sir Tigle, ang subtraction. Then, what is 24 times 3? Okay, 4 plus 72. What is 4 plus 72? There you go. O mo ni gipangita nato nga 25th term, 76. Okay? Now, let's proceed to our next example. There you go. This one is done. Let's go to this example. Let me print screen. And let's proceed to our Paint. Okay, this one. What is the first term? 79. So our first term, this is our first term. That's 79. Let me write the formula first. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So the first term, this is, we are looking for the 32nd term. This is, the first term is 79. plus. What is the value of n? Okay, 32 cn. Okay. Minus 1. What is the value of d? Okay, take note, wala ko nag-plus og positive number dira. Nag-plus ko negative number, which is negative 4. So, ato kung mag-minus ganita, dapat ang d pod nato, negative na saya. Okay, let's continue. Let's do subtraction. 32 minus 1. 31. 31 times negative 4. Negative 124. Negative 124. Now, what is 79 plus negative 124? Again, how much? Negative 45. And that will be our answer for the 32nd term. Okay? So, mo ni gamit sa formula sa arithmetic sequence. Okay, let's proceed. There you go. Now, let's go to the arithmetic sequence series. Mao ni atong formula. Okay. So, when I say series, it talks about the sum now. Like example, ang terms nako, ang mga numbers kay 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Kung ako nang i-add ang 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, ang tawag sa result ana kay arithmetic series. Okay? So, this will be our formula. So, you know what n is? Kibaw na mo say n. Ang a sub 1, kabaw na pod mo, og a sub n. Sir, kanus ana magamit ang first formula. You will use this when the first term and the last term are given. And you are given how many terms? Balik, ang first term o ang last term kay given. At the same time, kabalo mo pila ka terms ang given. Ang second formula kay wala ta kabalo sa last term. Ang given na jud nato kay ang first term o ang sequence. Maura. Pwede man na itong ma-solve. Okay? So, meaning, kining Formula 1 o Formula 2, ma-solve ni nato or magamit ni nato kung kabalot ta sa number of terms. Needed jud na ang number of terms. Okay? So, meaning, n is the number of terms, first term, last term, common difference. Okay. Now, let's go to this one. Nakoy last term, walay last term. For a while, let me paste this over here. Okay. So, unsa nga formula ang gamiton? Formula 1 or Formula 2? Unsa nga formula ang gamiton nato dire? Baliko nato at Formula 2. Okay. Unsa ganitong Formula 2 nato? This is our formula number 2. Let me show you. Okay, that's formula number 2. Let's go back to our paint. There you go. So, I will be using the second formula. So, we have S sub 15 is equal to, what is the value of n? $15 divided by excuse me, for 2. Then you have 2 times. 2 times, what is the first term? 4. This is the first term. 4. Minus, what is n? 15. So, parenthesis, 15 minus 1. What is the common difference? Okay. Plus 3 man na, so positive 3. Okay. We will have, pwede rin ni ma-divide. Pila man ang 15 divided by 2? 7.5. Ayaw pag-round off ha. Kung 9.5, write it down. Next, we have multiply how much? 8. Let's subtract this. 15 minus 1. 14 times 3. Okay. Sunod ana, 7.5, i-bring down si 8, atong i-multiply ang 14 og 3. What's 14 times 3? 42. So what is now 8 minus 42? A plus man din ni atong plus man din ni, sorry for that. That's 8 plus 40. What is 8 plus 42? 8 plus 42 is 50. Okay. What is 50 times 7.5? 375. Mo ni answer nato sa atong question. Number 1. Okay? Using the second formula rather. Okay? Now let's proceed to our second example. So we will have this one. Tanawon ninyo na ana siya last term. So meaning, ang gamiton din ako ana ang formula number 1. Okay? So makabantay man mo ana ako na agani siya yung ani di ay nya humanay number sa last. Ang gamiton din nato ana kay ang formula number 1. Let's paste that over here. Now, we are solving for the sum of the first 11 numbers. What is the value of n? 11. This is our n. Divided by 2. What is the first term? What is the last term? Okay, simple jud kaayo ning formula number 1. What is 11 divided by 2? 5.5. 7 plus 47. 54. What is 54 times 5.5? 54 times 5.5. 297. Mao ni answer nato sa ato ang example number 2. Okay? Now, let's proceed to our PowerPoint presentation. There you go. Okay, this time. Anitas word problems. Kay word problems man to ang ato ang critical thinking. Dili man to ing ato nga gigiven ang mga numbers. Okay. How many seats are there in the 13th row? Let me print screen this and paste that over Paint para mag-solve taani. Okay, let's read the problem. A situation. An auditorium has 20 seats on the first row. Let me write that down kay para makakita taon sa sequence. Ang first is, let me scroll this down. Okay. Ang first kay nakoy 20 seats. Ang sunod, 24 seats. Ang sunod nga row, 28 seats. So, nakabaw na mo sa pattern. Ang question, how many seats are there in the 30th row? Ang gipangita diri is, unsan? A sub n or S sub n? Sige, analyze the question. How many seats are there in the 30th row? A sub n rin ang gipangita nato. Ang gipangita na jud nato dire si A sub 30. Ang gipangutan na nako kung kining ani ang question. How many seats are there in the auditorium? O ang gipangita na S sub n. Okay? So mo ni difference kung nanagini siyang first, second, third, fourth, fifth, ang gipangita na A sub n. Ang formula sa A sub n i-crush down to ni A sub n ang gipangita. Sorry for that. A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay. We are looking for the 30th row. What is the first term? 20 plus pilay n 30 minus 1 o pilay d. Okay, plus 4 man na siya ang pattern, so times 4 ta diri. Okay, let's continue. 20, what is 29, right? 30 minus 1, that's 29. What's 29 times 4? What is 29 times 4? Again, how much? 116. 116 plus 20 is how much? 136 seats. Umo ni answer sa atong question. Nangutana, pila ka seats ang 30th row? Sir, there are 136 seats in the 30th row. Okay? Kasabot sa problem number 1. Kakuha ra? Proceed ta sa next problem. Anyway, how many seats are there in the auditorium? Oh, there you go. Kini siya nga question, ganiha, A sub n. Kini nga question, S sub n. O sa gamito na ko, ang formula 1 or formula 2? Given, kibaw naman ta formula 2. Sir, na-solve man to na to ganiha. Pila man to ka seats ang nasa 30th? Pila to ka seats ang nasa 30th? So kabalo na ta sa A sub n ang last term 136. So ang gamito na ko ani mas masayon kung gamiton ang formula number 1. Kay we have already solved a while ago our daraman. Na-solve naman ni nato ganiha. 136. Mao man ni atong last term. So mo na itong gamiton para ma-solve nato ang kini nga pangutanang how many seats. So atong isolve si, let me point at the pen. S sub 30 is equal to 30 divided by 2 times, what's the first term again? O pila tong na-solve nato ganiha nga A sub 30. There you go. Atong i-divide ang 30 og 2, we will get 15. Nya i-plus na ko si 20 og 136, makakuha tag 156. What is 156 times 15? Okay, there are 2,340 seats. Mao ni atong answer sa kini nga problem. Okay? So, mauni siya ang buhaton ninyo sa inyuhang there you go. Anyway, so much with that. Kay kani siya A sub n na sa gihapon na saya. Ato lang i-determine. Pila man ang first term? Ang first term nato dere kining 41,500. Sir, unsa man ning 1,700 tan-awan ninyo, you will receive a raise in the amount each year. Mao ni ang common difference. Kay mao man ni ang giad kada tuig. So, meaning, ang number nga gi-add kada tuig mo ng common difference nato. Ang gipangita is how much ang gi-earn on the 15th year. So, A sub 15 na itong gipangitaan nga question. Okay? Okay, let's go to geometric sequence. Kay nato'y geometric sequence inyuhang critical thinking. A sequence of numbers in which each term is formed by multiplying this time. Look at this one. 3, 9, 27, 81. Look at the pattern. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. So, ang pattern nato karon is times 3. And when you multiply a certain number, you call that geometric sequence. Okay? So our next number will be 81 times 3, 243. 243 times 3, 729. 729 times 3, 2,187. So our next numbers are, sorry, ako pa nang i-edit, 243, 729, and 2187. Okay? Let's continue. What about this one? Unsa kay pattern? Sige, who can give me the pattern? Unsay opposite sa multiplication? Okay, very good. Divided by 2. Look at the pattern. Di ba, when you divide it by 2, mag-multiply ra kag 1/2 ana. So meaning, ang gi-multiply di ay nakuan ni times 1/2 or divided by 2. Divided by 2 or times 1/2. Divided by 2 or times 1/2. So unsay next number nato? So you give me the next number now. 64 divided by 2, how much? 32. 32 divided by 2. 16. 16 divided by 2. 8. There you go. Those are our next numbers. Okay? 16, 32, 16, and 8. Now, this is our geometric sequence formula. Gamito ni nato in one of the problems in your critical thinking. The a sub n there is, kabaw na mo unsa na, a sub 1 is the first term, r is the common ratio katong number nga gimultiply, kung times 3 ka, then ang r is 3. Kabaw na sad mo unsa si n. Okay, here. Atong isolve ang 10th term. Let me screenshot this first. Pero ang formula, ato ipakita. Okay. Let's go to our paint. There you go. Control V. Here. Unsa man ang gipangita nato dire? Si 10th term. So, A sub 10. What is the first term? 4. This is our first term. What is the common ratio? Pila may gumultiply na ko, ana? 2. Okay, 2. Pila si n? 10 minus 1. Okay, ang buhaton una is this. Unahag minus ang exponent. 2. So, 10 minus 1 is 9. Sunod, anita focus ni 2 raised to 9. Pila man ang 2 raised to 9? Use your calculator. Ang pasabot ani, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Meaning, kan 9 ni mo i-multiply ang 2 by itself. Pila man ang 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2? No. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Dili man na 2 times 9. Paminaw mo ha, kanang 2 raised to 9 is not 2 times 9. It is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Kan 9 ni mo gi-times si 2. How much is that? Sige, use your calculator. 512. There you go. 512 times 4, how much? Okay, 2,048. O mo ni answer na to. Okay? That will be our answer. Now, adto na ta sa tuang dere. Let's go to critical thinking. Tanawan ninyo ang problem number 1. Atong i-discuss ha para na may idea. Problem number 1. Talisay City Coliseum has 25 seats in the first row. This is very, very similar. Unsa may gipangitaan ni A sub n or S sub n? A sub n. Ang gipangita nato diri ha kay A sub 7. Mo ni gipangita nato sa problem number 1. Kibaw na ta pila ang A sub, pilay first term. Pilay first term. There you go. 25. Pila ang common difference? An awang problem. Each row behind the first row gets 2 additional seats. What is the common diff? 2. So, kabaw na day mo pag-solve, ana. So, ang problem number 1 ha, kabaw na mo solve sa problem number 1. Na natay first term, na atay common difference nga 2. Anitas problem number 2. Rex has decided to add leg workout to his exercise program. In his training suggests that he add deadlift leg exercise for 3 minutes during his first week. So, unsa man ni ang 3 minutes? Mao ni si first term. Mao ni si first term. Okay? Yeah, look at this one. Each week thereafter, he is to increase the deadlift time by 2 minutes. Unsa man ning 2 minutes? Kada week, yes, unsa man ni? Common difference. Kay mo man ni gi-add na to each week. Okay? Now, how many minutes will he spend in doing in the week number 10? Meaning the 10th week. Week number, okay, mao ni inyong isolve. A sub 10. Sorry for that. A sub 10 inyong pangitaon. Okay? Kabalo na mo pilay first term o pilay common difference. Ang problem number 3 is a geometric sequence problem. And I will give that to you nga kamo nay mo analyze ana niya. Di ko mo discuss sa problem number 3. Yes. Unsay question? Katong ace kini siya kinino plus n minus 1 times d, this one. Pwede ra katong plus. Why problema na ako kung mao na inyong pattern, go on. That is still right. Yes. So, mao ni siya ang nakanindot sa mathematics kay pwede ra mag-add mo, pwede ra sad mo gamit sa formula, both are accepted. Thank you for that. So, pwede ra ha kanang inyuhang add-addan ang number plus 2. Pwede ra sad you'll use the formula. Walay problema ni Sir Tigle, both are correct. Okay? Yakining number 3, this is again a geometric problem. Kibaw na mo sa formula. Ang formula nato is a sub n is equal to a sub 1. This is the common ratio, n minus 1. Mao ni formula nga gamiton sa problem number 3. Now, anita sa creating part. Ang creating part, I will be presenting this to all of you and reflect on this. Okay? Pwede mo manguha og mga drawings dire or pwede ra sad mangita mo sa mga drawings sa internet because ang mao man ni siya, draw a figure that illustrates the application of Fibonacci and golden ratio. I'm gonna be talking about that as in our slide. Okay. Gonna proceed. Okay, there you go. Kini. Let's have this one. Does math really appear in nature? In a word, yes. However, unless you know what to look for, it isn't very easy to spot. For example, would you have thought that the breeding of rabbits could be modeled on a simple number sequence? That's what you call a Fibonacci sequence. But that same sequence can be used to construct the spiral shape that we see on a seashell. So, kining duha are examples of Fibonacci sequences. So, you can draw a shell or you can draw anything na ay Fibonacci sequence. It is quite, let's just skip that kanang symmetry nga part. Kinipod, let's just skip that. Anita sa Fibonacci sequence mo focus. The Fibonacci sequence is a sequence of number formed by adding together the two previous numbers. I'm going to give you an example. Mag-start ko sa number atong is-screenshot ha. Kay I will be using this one over here. Okay. Let's have this example. We have 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. This is an example of a Fibonacci sequence. Sir, nganong na Fibonacci sequence man asaya? What is 1 plus 1? 2. What is 1 plus 2? What is 2 plus 3? 3 plus 5. So, unsay next term nato? Who can give me the next number? What is 5 plus 8? There you go. What is 8 plus 13? Inganon pagkuha ang Fibonacci sequence. Okay? Kasabot unsay Fibonacci sequence, class? I-add ang numbers before to get the next number. Okay, let's continue. Balik ta dire. Okay, so mo ni siya example sa Fibonacci sequence. So I would like you to make readings on this. Don't worry about this one kay kung unsay tubag ninyo sa creating part, ako jud lang hatagan og points. Reflect on the Fibonacci sequence. Kini siya, look at this one. This is now on shells. Awang shell. Mo ni siya Fibonacci sequence. 1, 1. Diba ganiha, nag-numbers ta ganiha kay 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Diba Fibonacci sequence ni class? Nya, if I'm gonna relate that sa atong awa, mo ni siya spiral sa shell. So, kining 113, 112, 35, makita din na nato sa shell. So, mo niya kung ganahan nga, mo-reflect mo ana niya. O, balik ta sa ato ang module. Here. So, I would like you to, first I want you to draw. I want you to draw a figure. It's up to you kung mag-shell mo or mag-rabbits mo. It's up. There are a lot of figures containing Fibonacci sequence. Pwede kayo mga sunflower na anay Fibonacci sequence. You answer these questions. What have you discovered about the golden ratio? Where can you find the presence of the golden ratio? So, more na itong creating part. Questions about CM number 1. Nakasabot? Okay, very good. Anhita sa CM number 2. So, ang CM number 2, anhita sa atong PowerPoint presentation. I'm gonna close this first. There you go. And let's proceed to CM number 2. Kana. Speaking mathematically, I will go directly to the task number 1. Ang task number 1 is all about the types of sets. First, finite set. Contains only a countable number of elements. Example, kini siya, X such that X is a city of region 7. Maihap ba nato ang mga city sa region 7? Can you name the cities of region 7? Yes or no? Yes, mo na siyang finite set. Another one, the students in section zircon. Finite gihapon na, kay maihap pa na. The students in section verdite. Maihap gihapon. That's a finite set. So meaning, kung ang set ganin ninyo, ang answer kay maihap, you call that a finite set. Next, infinite set. Meaning, walay katapusan. Dili jud ka mahuman og enumerate ana. This is an example. Positive integers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mahuman na lang ka, maniguwang na lang ka, di gihapon na nimo mahuman og sulti ang mga positive integers. And mo na gitawag na to infinite set. It has no end. Okay? Next. 0, 1, 2, 3. infinite set gihapon na. Kining tulo ka dots, nagpasabot na siya nga mo continue, so on and so forth. It denotes infinity. Next, empty. A set that contains no element. This will be our symbol for an empty set. Either this one, or slash, or empty braces. Prime Minister in the Philippines. Naadi Prime Minister ang Philippines, class? Wala. Mao lang empty na siya kay wala man tay Prime Minister sa Philippines. Another question. Sa TCC ta mag-focus. Sa TCC, accounting students. Nganong wala man di? Okay, kay wala may accountancy nga gi-offer sa TCC. So meaning, empty set ang answer nato ato. Okay? Now let's have unit set. Unit set meaning a set with only one element. Incumbent mayor of Talisay City. Kinsay incumbent mayor ninyo karon sa Talisay? Si Mayor Samsam. Siya ra usa or nailaing mayor sa Talisay? Wala nailain. So mao na gitawag nato unit set. Usara ka answer ana niya. So kasabot. So ang answers di ay nato sa ato ang CM number 2. I'm gonna go to CM number 2. Ang knowledge building unsay answer? Pwede gonna draw add notes. Okay. Pwede empty, pwede unit, pwede finite, pwede infinite. Naay mga numbers ani nga pwede unit ug finite, gi-oran na ako inig answer ninyo sa Google Forms, bisag asa sa duha yung pilion sakto jud na sila. Okay? So kining number 1 until 10 ang answer empty, unit, finite, infinite. Empty, walay tubag, meaning empty, walay element. Unit, usa ra jud siya kabuok. Ang finite, daghan, maihap. Ang infinite, dili siya maihap. Kasabot sa knowledge building? Very good. Now, anhin ta sa critical thinking. So, ang critical thinking is this. I'm gonna proceed to the PowerPoint right away and I will skip some parts. Kay I will focus on keep. Anhita sa knowledge building. Here, there are operations on sets. Kini. There you go. So, good. So, ang buhaton di ay nato ani sa ato ang critical thinking part is so simple. Tanawan ninyo. Moingon gani kog addition of a function, meaning kini siya o kini akong i-add. So simple. Ang akong isuwat din ha. 3x plus 2 plus 2x plus 5. Nya, pangita mo mga similar terms, meaning katong nay mga x. So what is 3x plus 2x? Pila maning 3x plus 2x? 5x. 5x. Walay squared. Kopyahon rin ng x, ana. Okay? 3x plus 2x is 5x only. Sunod. Positive 2 o positive 5. Pila man na siya. I-combine. Positives. O, mo ni answer na ko sa F plus G. Okay? Now, naaman to'y gisumpay inyuhang problems, inyuhang critical thinking. Iguman ninyo solve ani, ang buhato ninyo ni X, ilisan ninyo ani, kay mo man ni value sa X. So meaning, ang mahitabo di ani, mahimo ning 5 times 5 is equal to 7. Okay? So what is 5 times, not equal, plus 7 rather. So 5 times 5, 25. 25 plus 7, 32. So meaning, naakay answer nga 5x plus 7, napod kay answer nga 32. Sa addition lang na siya. Nakasabot sa buhaton, class? Sunod, anita sa subtraction. So meaning, akong i-minus di ay, kining f, 3x plus 2, i-minus na ko, kining minus, importante na atay parenthesis. So take note ha, basta minus, magbutang tag parenthesis. Kaya ano man, ato man ang i-distribute ang negative sign. So ang mahitabuan kopyahon taning 3x plus 2, distribute na tong negative sign, mahimo ng negative 2x, negative 5. O, dili na ta mag-combine. Pila maning 3x o minus 2x. How much is that? 1x or x. Correct. What about positive 2 and negative 5? Negative 3. So, mo ni answer na ako sa f minus g. Now, naman tay value ni x. So, unsay buhaton na ako, ana? So, x minus 5. Unsay buhaton? Sorry, x minus 3. Unsay buhaton na ako ni x? Mahimo ng 5. Minus 3 is how much? There you go. Natay answer nga x minus 3. Nasa tay answer nga 2. Okay? Now, let's go to multiplication. So, unsa may buhaton nato ani sir? I-multiply. Okay, 3x plus 2. I-multiply na ako ni 2x plus 5. Ka-remember pa mo ni FOIL? Ka-remember mo ni FOIL method? Kung nalimot mo, ingani na na saya. First term, kana i-multiply. Pila man ang 3x times 3x? 3 times 2? 6. 6x squared. Mao na ni siya na squared. Basta mag-multiply. Sunod, mo ni gitawag na to first term. Outer terms, 3x times 5. How much? 15x. Kopyahan ng x. Don't forget that. 2 times 2x. Mo ni siya outer. Mo ni okay. Plus 4x. Sunod, last terms. 2 times 5. 10. Unya, kining nastunga-tunga class, ato ning i-add. Pila man ang positive 15x o positive 4x? Okay, positive 19x lang, walay squared. And then bring down si 6x squared. Bring down si positive 10. Muna answer natos multiplication. Unya, anhin na ta, na nasay value si x. So, unsay buhaton, i-substitute. Ang given na ako, ang answer ganiha, kay kini. I-substitute. 5 squared plus 19 times 5 plus 10. O, unahon sang exponent class. What is 5 squared? 5 times 5. 25. Okay, atong ikopya kay giuna na ko exponent. Sunod, multiplication. 6 times 25. 150. 19 times 5. 95. Plus 10. So what is 150 plus 95 plus 10? 1 pila? 150 plus 95 plus 10. 255. 255. Kini man tanan, i-add. 255. Mo ni answer nato sa multiplication. Okay? Next. Anhita sa division. Ang division may pinakasayon. Nga naman, ang answer na ko diri is this. 3x plus 2 over 2x plus 5. O, mo na ni-answer na ko sa division class. Nya, mag-solve ko, o, ato i-substitute. I-substitute na ako. So, 3 times 5 plus 2 over 2 times 5 plus 5. So, kining x dire, ilisan og 5. So, what is 3 times 5? 15. Okay, what is 5 times 2? Okay, so di-add. 15 plus 2. 10 plus 5. O, mo ni answer na ko sa division. Mo ni buhato ninyo, I'm gonna discard this. Keep that. Tanawan ninyo inyuhang, mo ni buhato ninyo. Naamoy, mag-addition mo niya, sunod, x equals 5 dayon, i-substitute. Sunod, anin na po kas minus, f minus g. Nya, x equals 5, i-substitute si 5. F times g. Nya, x equals 5 again. F divided by g. Then x equals 5 again. So, katong gibuhat nato ganiha class, mo ni buhaton nako ni number 1. So, nakoy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kabuok answer sa number 1. Sunod sa number 2, parehas ra pod na. Nasad ko'y 8 kabuok answer sa number 2. Unya, naani siya sa Google Forms. Okay? Mas maayo kung mag-answer mo Google Forms kay naan na dito ang options. Naipangutan na class sa atong critical thinking. Any questions sa critical thinking? Okay, thank you for that. Next. Ang next na itong problem is this. Here. Ang buhato ninyo is this. Inyong ilista ang inyuhang family members. Kung gamay na ganimos family, pwede apilon inyong mga cousins, inyong mga uncles. And then, pangutan apilay age nila, and pangutan apilay height nila. Ang age, mao na ang ato ang domain column. Ang range, mao na atong height nga column. So, sir, unsa man din ng relation and function? Okay, look at my presentation now. Pwede na i-mute inyong self, ha? Kay para magkadungog ta, ha? Anyway, we will be presenting, I'm gonna be presenting now, relation and function. This will be quick lang. Okay, here you go. Relations and functions. A relation is a set of ordered pairs. Look at this one. This is an example of a relation. Because these are ordered pairs. Kinisha is an ordered pair. This is an ordered pair, an ordered pair, an ordered pair. And let's go to the domain. The domain is the set of all x values in the relation. So, kanang mga first numbers, mo ni gitawag na akong domain. O sa may mga first numbers nato dira. Kanang na-change og color. 2, -1, 4, 9, 0. Maunay gitawag natog domain. Okay? Those are our domains. Nya, in our answer, gi-arrange lang na ako from least to greatest. -1, 0, 2, 4, and 9. These are the x values written in a set. Next, the range. Unsa may mga second values nato dira class? Unsa may second value diri? Very good. Kanang inyong mga tubag sakto na tanan. 3, 5, -2, 9, -6. Kanang ni change og color, maunay gitawag natog range. And then, I'm gonna arrange it in increasing order. Pwede na sa dili, walay problema na ako, it's still fine. Next. What are the kinds of relation? Okay, look at what I'm gonna do. Si 1, i-partner ni 6. Si 2 is i-pair ni 2. 3 to 4, 4 to 8, 5 to 1. This is an example of a 1-to-1 relation. Meaning, isa ka value sa domain, isa ra sad iyang partner sa range. Mao ni gitawag og stick to one nga relation. Mao ni kung napa mo yung mag-uyab pa ni, mao ni pinaka-best relation. 1-to-1 relation. Walay uyab sa kada adto sa laing lugar na uyab. Kada adto sa laing lugar na uyab. Mao ni gitawag, mao ni stick to one. So, correct. Teman, murag kita. Kitang tanan, stick to one man ta diri, di ba? So, dapat ta stick to one ta tanan. Next. Ang second example of relation is this. Tanawan na yung sa ibuhaton na ako. Si 1, gipares na ko ni 6. Si 2 ni 4. 3 ni 6. 4 ni 1. 5 ni 6. Unsay nabantayan niyo diri sa domain? Awa, si 1, si 3, ug si 6, si 5, gipartner ni 6. O kining 1, 3, ug 5 ga nasa domain, gipartneran og usa ka buok sa range. Mao gitawag natog many to one. Kay many, 1, 3, 5, gipartner og 1. Now, kung ikaw domain, nya imong range, ang 6 si range, imong uyab, meaning, napadi siya lang uyab si number 3. Nasa siya lang uyab si number 5. Meaning, tulo mo kabuok sa iyang kinabuhi. Yan, masugot mo na. Dili dyan na siya pwede. Kining many to one, pwede ni siya sa ato ang parents. Awa, ikaw si number 1. Imong kuya si number 3. Imong ate si number 5. Si number 6, inyong mama. Mo ni gipasabot sa many to one relation. Okay? Next. Kining next example, gihapon na nata sa domain ha. Si 1 gipartner ni 8, si 1 ni 2, 3 ni 4, 4 ni 6, 4 ni 1. So meaning, kung si number 1 ka, na kay duha ka uyab. Nya, musugot mo ana. Dili makarma mo ana na magabaan jud mo ana. Kini siya ing ani, pwede niya to ma-relate sa atong life. Ako si number 1. Na ako'y best friend duha ka buok, si 2 ug si 8. O pwede di nang one-to-many relation, basta friendship. So, ako si number 4. Yan ako'y duha ka book friends. O, pwede na kaayo na siya. Pero, dili ni siya pwede ka nang mag-love mga married life or mga uyab-uyab. Dapat stick to one ta, ha? O, mo ni buhato ninyo, balik ha, mo ni buhato ninyo sa inyong activity unya katong sa creating. Pero ang ato lang, age ug height ato ang gi-examine. Okay? Next, a function. A function is a relation in which each element of the domain is paired with exactly one element of the range. There you go. Kining 1-to-1, timan-an nato ha, ang 1-to-1 is a function. Kanang 1-to-1 relation, kanang stick-to-one relation is a function. Put that in your mind. What usara gani partnered sa domain o sa range, 1-to-1 function na siya. Sunod, kining many-to-one. Ang many-to-one is also a function. Katong ikaw o imong mama, moonay gitawag na tog many-to-one. That's still a function. Kining one-to-many mo ay dili function. So, katong gimension ako mga kinds of relation, one-to-one function, many-to-one function, one-to-many is not a function. So, meaning, mo ni ansira ninyo sa inyong creating dire. Tanawan yung creating. Ang buhaton ninyo is inyong i-arrange in a table. The domain column, unsa isuwat? Age. Nya, pwede rasad, pangan diri, name of the parents, saan na itong tape dara. Pwede ra sad butangan yung name diri ha. Pwede ra butangan og name. Nyahuman diri ang unsa ibutang sa domain? Age. Unsa ibutang sa range? Height. Okay. O, inyo nang ansiran ang question dayon. Inyong data ba function or not a function? Unsa gitoy function? 1 to 1 ug many to 1. Function na siya. 1 to many is not a function. Maura dyan timan anato class ha. And then, you explain. When do age and height become a function? Explain your answer. O, mo na'y buhaton sa creating part.